everyone. Welcome in my YouTube channel. I am Leena and today we are going to start the next chapter, The Sound of Music Part 2. The name of the chapter is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So we have completed the part 1. So if you haven't seen it, so you can check the link in the description box. So today's our topic is The Sound of Music Part 2, The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Though this part is related the biography of Bismillah Khan. This part is very important for the we are going to see in this chapter how the Shehnai evolved. If you heard the name of the Shehnai, what it's come in your mind? So most of the time, the wedding, the function, ceremony, that many of things come in our mind because most of the functions, most of the wedding, we use Shehnai. We use the sound of Shehnai. So this part is briefly given the information regarding the Bismillah Khans, regarding the Padma Vibhushan, Bharat Ratna recipient made, how the immensely contributed in the world of music, how his contribution given in his life. So we are going to see about Bismillah Khan. So in this chapter, we will see the new words, summary of the chapter and the last question answers from this chapter. So let's get started. So we'll start now our chapter, The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. So we will see the introduction first of this chapter. The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan is an effort to understand how the origin of the Shehnai, an Indian musical instrument, as an improved version of Pungi. How the Pungi improved and how the Shehnai originated. So a reed of instrument which was banned by Aurangzeb for its unpleasant sound. Actually, the Pungi's unpleasant sound, the Pungi was banned by the Aurangzeb. And it also narrates the journey of Indian classical musician Bharat Ratna Bismillah Khan, whose playing of the Shehnai enabled him to win national and international acclaim. The Sound of Music Part 2, The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan, throws light on the origin of the Shehnai and the life of the Bismillah Khan. So in this chapter, we are going to see how the Shehnai originated and how the new version of Pungi have evolved by the barber and the biography of Bismillah Khan. We are going to see the life history of Bismillah Khan. So before that, we are going to see the new words from the chapter. Bad, prohibited, shrill, very sharp, unpleasant, something that you dislike. Generic name, a name given to a class or a group as a whole. Reeded, wet instruments which have reeds like the flute, the clarinet, etc. Revived, brought back to life. Tonal quality, sound. Hollow, empty from inside. Auspicious, promising to bring good fortune. Indispensable, without which a piece of work cannot be done. In sandals, things considered as a group. Laddu, a sweets originated in Indian subcontinent. Paternal ancestor of the father. Captivated, attracted. On end for a very long time without stopping continuously. Apprentice, trainee period. Haunt, place you like come, where you like to visit many times a day. Solitude, being alone, single. Recital, performance. Taken in by, attracted or charmed by. Souvenirs, things given in a memory of a place, person or event. Chartbuster, record breaker. Venture, project that often involves risk, something which has a lot of risk. Emphasis, to lay stress on something. Thick and fast, he got a lot of awards and was recognized at many places. Comfort, given usually an award or a degree. Coveted, much desired. Replicating, making a copy of something. Yearning, longing, having a desire for something. Devote, believing strongly in a religion and obeying its laws and following its practices. This all about the new words from the chapter. So we are going to see the summary of the chapter. So in the period of Aurangzeb, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb, because he banned the pungi. Pungi reeded the musical instrument was banned by the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb because he found its sound to be shrill. Because the pungi sound was shrill, so that's why the Aurangzeb banned the pungi. However, a barber, it was revived when a barber who belonged to a family of a professional musicians. Barber was there. He belonged from the musician family. He decided to improve the tonal quality of pungi and modified and perfect it, and he evolved the Shehnai. So how he have done this? He took a hollow stem which was wider than a pungi, made a 7 holes in it and produced music that was soft and melodious. Whatever the hollow stem he has taken for the Shehnai, and he have evolved the Shehnai, so it was very soft and melodious. Whatever he was decided, he had modified the pungi and he evolved the Shehnai, and the Shehnai sound was very soft and melodious. So the barber means here Nai played it in a royal chamber. In the court of Shah's chamber, he played it. That instrument was named Shehnai, and because of that, the name come that instrument Shehnai. How the Shehnai name come here? Because he originate. Who originate? Nai, barber. So last word Nai is a barber's name. And where he had played it? In the court of Shahs. So because of that, Shehnai. How the name created? How the name is created? The Shehnai. So its sound was so appreciated that it was made a part of Nobat. Nobat is a traditional ensembles of 9 instruments found at a royal courts. जो royal courts में बजाते थे 9 instruments, that we can call Nobat, and because of that it's very soft and melodious sound of the Shehnai, so it exists in the Nobat instrument. And from that time, from that onwards, the music of Shehnai come to be associated with the auspicious occasion, and from that time the Shehnai got the auspicious auspicious occasions, and it was played in temples and during the weddings, particularly in the northern India, till Ustad Bismillah Khan brought instrument onto the classical stage. Bismillah Khan, till he not brought in the classical stage the Shehnai, till that time the Shehnai was played in the wedding, particularly in the northern India, and particularly in special occasions it was played that. And when the Shehnai comes, when what comes in our mind? The wedding ceremony, the ceremony which we have used the Shehnai sound. So before that, after the Bismillah Khan and got the Shehnai, and he got the name in the classical music. So we will see the Bismillah Khan. He was born on 21st March 1916 in Dumra, Bihar. So Bismillah Khan belonged to a well-known family of musicians. So Bismillah Khan musician family से belong करते थे, because his grandfather Rusul Bakhsh Khan was a Shehnai player in the court of King Bhojpur, and his father Paigambar Bakhsh and his paternal and maternal uncles were also great Shehnai players. Bismillah Khan took the music early in life when he was 3 years old in the company of his maternal uncle. When he was 3 years old, from that time only he got the chance to the Shehnais. He got the chance to play the Shehnai, and at the age of 5, he used to regularly go to the nearby Biharji temple. When he was in the 5 years, that time he used to go in the Biharji temple to sing a Bhojpuri Chaita, at the end of which he would be awarded a big laddu by Maharaja. He used to go in temple, and at the end of the day he got the laddu because he was playing the Shehnai in the temple. So Bismillah Khan got his training in Banaras from his maternal uncle. From whole childhood he got the training from his maternal uncle. and Ali Bux. Uncle name was Ali Bux, and who played Shehnai in the Vishnu temple, as well as his uncle also used to play the Shehnai in Vishnu temple. And after that, his talent come to be recognized when Bismillah Khan was 14. When he was becoming the 14 years old, then his talent got recognized in Allahabad Music Conference. And later, when All India Radio was established in Lucknow in 1938, he often played Shehnai on the radio. And because of that radio also he got a big break and he got the famous. And in Banaras, the Ganga provided him much inspiration. When he used to play the Shehnai in temple near the Ganga is the big inspiration for him. And Bismillah Khan discovered a new ragas for the Shehnai. He developed such devotion for the Ganga and for the Dumra that he decided the opportunity to settle down in America. When it was offered to him, Bismillah Khan Shehnai, he denied it. When the Bismillah Khan's one students offered him to settle down in America, he denied because he loved too much of India. He loved too much his native place. Because of that, he denied it. And in Banaras, the Ganga provided him much inspiration. So he thought that in other country, he did not get the Ganga's inspiration. So he denied that offer, and he denied and he played the Shehnai prior to speech, as well as he played the Shehnai prior to the speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru declaring the independence of India in 1947. When the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in 1947 was declaring the independence, that time also Bismillah Khan played his Shehnai. He got the chance to play his Shehnai with the in front of the Mahatma Gandhi, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So he was very and because of that, the Afghanistan's King Zahir Khan also fascinated because of the Shehnai of the Bismillah Khan and was invited to perform at Lincoln Central Hall, USA, and participated in the World Exposition in Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival and Osaka Trade Fair. So King Zahir Khan also attracted by the maestro that he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other souvenirs. जहीर खान इतने अट्रैक्ट हो गए बिस्मिल्लाह खान के शहनाई से, सो उन्होंने उनको इनवाइट किया था एंड ही आल्सो गिफ्टेड हिम अ priceless Persian carpets as well as the many sovereigns, means many of things, many of gifts he had given to the Bismillah Khans. We can call it the memento also here. Such is his international fame that in Tehran, and not only the international level, in as well as in the Bollywood also, in the Bollywood also, the Vijay Bhatt was impressed after hearing Bismillah's play at a festival. He named a film after the instrument called Goonj Uthi Shehnai. तो बिस्मिल्लाह खान के शहनाई से the film director Vijay Bhatt also impressed, fascinated, and because of that he named his film, शहनाई के ऊपर उन्होंने एक नाम रख दिया उनके फिल्म का, and the name of the film is गूंज उठी शहनाई, and the film was hit. The film was too hit, and one of the Bismillah Khan's composition, और उसी फिल्म में एक कंपोजिशन का सॉन्ग उन्होंने दिया, बिस्मिल्लाह खान ने दिया. सो द नेम ऑफ द सॉन्ग इज दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया, एंड टर्न आउट टू बी नेशन वाइड चार्ट बस्टर. सो ये सॉन्ग भी चार्ट बस्टर हिट हुआ, एंड डिस्पाइट दिस ह्यूज सक्सेस, द सेलिब्रेटेड वर्ड द बिस्मिल्लाह खान डिड नॉट attract of glamour world of film industry, and the film industry failed to captivate the Bismillah Khan. And although he contributed to the music of two films, Vijay Bhatt's Goonj Uthi Shehnai and Vikram Srinivas Kannada film, the name of the film is Sannadi Appanna, he did not pursue this option further as he couldn't come to terms with the artificially and glamour of the film world. He thought that all glamour, all the film industries, or the glamour, but it's artificially, everything is artificially, there is no any authenticity. So he could not like this glamour world of the film industry, and he denied and he did work, and he was as well as he rewarded with the national awards, the Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan in 2001. He received the highest civilian award of India and the Bharat Ratna. He was the first Indian invited to perform in Lincoln Central Hall, USA. He also took part in the World Exposition in the Montreal, in the Cannes Art Festival, and in the Osaka Trade Fair. So well known did he become the internationally that an auditor, because of he become very famous internationally also. And he so international that auditorium in Tehran was named after him, तहर मस्की उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान, और उनके नाम से वो ऑडिटोरियम का नाम रखा गया. So like that, the Bismillah Khan is very inspirational for all the young generation, for all the music industry. And the Bismillah Khan said that the other countries also come in India to learn the musical instrument of India. So to each and every Indian, we should teach our students, we should teach our children the all the music of the India, all the classical instrument to our Indian people. From this chapter, The Sound of Music Summary Part 2, so we got a message through the life and achievements of Bismillah Khan, the celebrated Shehnai player. The writer teaches us an important lesson that Indian music and culture has very rich and secular tradition. It is a tradition that has been enhanced and enriched through centuries by great musicians like Bismillah Khan, who not only inherited traditional music but also enhanced it with their original contributions. In the words of Bismillah Khan, he said, "Teach your children music. This is the Hindustan's richest tradition. Even the best West is now coming to learn our music." The article also gives the message of patriotism and secularism. This legendary musician is an example of the secular cultural heritage of India that respects talent irrespective of the religion of the artist.